As we reach the last Sunday in October, our journey with Job is coming to an end, and it's been a wild one. As I've said before, Job loses everything. He experiences a theological crisis. The old ways of thinking no longer work. The rewards, punishment, the acts, consequences approach to what happens in life have been found wanting. And Job has yet to receive an answer. He knows what doesn't work. Those who suffer are not necessarily immoral. Those who succeed are not necessarily moral. That piety may not have much to do with success or failure in this lifetime. Those are pretty radical words for a world in which people believe that faith ensures success. They surely don't fit in with the prosperity gospel. The name it and claim it, the sense that if you have enough faith, you'll get well. If you have enough faith, you will prosper. If you have enough faith, you'll go from janitor to judge in the space of a short time. No, Job is a form of theological Lysol, a radical theological Lysol that tells us that even being faithful doesn't guarantee success. In matter of fact, in many ways, it attests to what Mother Teresa says, our calling is to be faithful, even if we aren't successful. Job sees this majestic vision of the universe, and he is awestruck. He has no more words. He confesses that perhaps he's spoken out of turn, although he never confesses his sinfulness. That's enough for God, according to the text, because after another pause, Job receives a double portion of everything he lost. He receives more children, sons and daughters, more wealth, more health, more happiness, a greater place in society. He even is doing so well that he will perform a ritual, a sacrifice on behalf of his friends who also have spoken out of turn, so they can get right with God. Well, when I did the book of Job in a Bible study, one of the members, one of the saints of our church said, isn't this final chapter tying everything up in too nice a bow? Perhaps Job has gotten too radical. The book of Job has gotten too radical, and a final author needed to bring it back to the middle by saying that Job's piety is rewarded. We never get a final answer, and you wonder as you read this final chapter, is Job's reward sufficient? Does it solve his problems? Yes, he gets more children, replacement children, you might say, but do they make up for the children who died? Does Job still feel grief for his first set of children who passed away? And I'm wondering if Job doesn't have some sort of lingering concern about God's goodness. After all this evil and suffering came arbitrarily to him. Could it come again without notice? Job still is a radical book. It's a book of theological Lysol that shows us the wrong answers to the problem of evil. And in many ways, I think as a process theologian, Job makes a lot of sense to me. I won't tell you that the book of Job is process theology, but I will tell you that Job presents to us a wild, dynamic, interdependent universe, a wild, dynamic, and interdependent universe in which there are no guarantees, in which we create the story along with God, in which we and God are part of an adventure. In that wonderful passage, that wonderful mystical experience of Job, Job's introduced to the Leviathan and the Behemoth, and even God has trouble controlling those. Maybe we live in a wild universe where God also struggles to bring good things forth. Maybe that is, as Whitehead says, the tragic beauty of life. It's my hope that as you've read Job together and preached Job, that you'll see that we may not get intellectual answers, But the ultimate answer comes in community and love and compassion. That's the journey with Job.